Good morning, boys and girls. This is Miss Duncan here, and I'm going to show you how to start filling out our Wax Museum character information sheet. This might be good for home if you're on virtual this week or you're in quarantine, or if you've started it and you need to finish it up and you're like, what do I do exactly? Please look at this. First of all, I'm going to start with my name. My name is Mrs. Duncan. So I'm going to write my name. The date. Today is 3, I don't really know. I'm going to look at the date, 3/9/21, and I am researching Phyllis Wheatley. Now, this is very important that you look at the person's name and make sure you spell it correctly because you're going to use this person's name a lot in your biography. And remember, a person name is a proper noun, so that we have to capitalize both the first word and the last word of their name, or if they have 3 words, all 3. Okay. My first question was, when and where was your famous person born? I had a professor in college, and he always said the text has all the answers. So I'm going to go back, and my book isn't very clear on the date, but I do know that she arrived in 1761 in Boston Harbor. So she was born sometime in the 1750s, and I'm going to put about the 1750s because there weren't very good records on lots of people then, especially slaves. And she was born in Simba, Gambia, Africa. And I'll be honest, I don't know. I'm going to make sure I spell that right. So I'm going to look in the book. And notice that I'm not copying, I'm just copying special words, but I'm not going to copy a whole sentence from the book. Singambia, I'm going to put a comma, and I'm going to put Africa. Now, as you notice, this is an informational sheet. We don't have to write in sentences. This is mostly about ideas. So I have my book, and so let's get started. Struggles or challenges faced in her life, her childhood, young adulthood, and adulthood. Well, one struggle for sure, I'm going to put a bullet. She was stolen. I could also say kidnapped from family. And she was put on a slave ship. Now, I'm just going to kind of go on over so that way I have it all on one line. Then we'll do another bullet. She arrived in Boston. (1761). Now, notice that's not a sentence, but that's okay because I'm just getting my ideas down, and then I'm going to turn it around and make sentences in my biography sheet. She arrived in Boston in 1761. Did not know culture, the culture of the people. She did not know the language. The climate. So she was in a totally different area. So she did. What else can I say? Oh, Susanna Wheatley. Susanna. I think I can spell her name, so I'm not going to look it up. Susanna Wheatley. She's a proper name. I'm going to capitalize it. Susanna Wheatley taught her to read, write, taught her the Bible. I'm going to put a little, taught her to read, write the Bible, Greek, and Latin, and I think it said geography. Okay, a character trait of this person is, and a trait is like one word that describes that person. So I could say Phyllis Wheatley is very, I'm going to say intelligent, because it said in 16 months she was able to read the Bible and to learn how to speak. So that's wonderful. That shows her high intelligence. Now I'm going to scoot this up. It says, the next part says, describe this person's life as adult. Okay. She wrote poetry. She recited her poetry. In some of Boston's finest homes. Notice this is stuff that since I've read the book so many times, I don't really have to think. I don't have to go back and look because I just know this about her. And I'm sure that you know things about your person because you've researched several times. Let's see. She recited poetry in some of Boston's finest homes. She was caught between two worlds. And I'm going to put the number, just for time's sake, worlds. Because I'm going to put BC for because. She did not fit in the white world or the white. They said in the book Negro, but now we say black world. In the white, or I guess we could say African American world. Let's see. Was freed by Susanna Wheatley, or by the Wheatleys. And it says, who or what mattered most to this person and why? I'm going to say one more thing. Freedom mattered to her. She talked about freedom for the country, freedom for the colonies, and for people. Okay, I've done the front page. Now I'm going to turn it over. What made this person famous? Let's see. She was first book published in America by an African woman. She was famous at 17. I remember reading that. Oh, I kind of missed. I'm going to scratch out that word. At 17, in England and in the colonies. Okay. What was this person's greatest lifetime achievement? Of all the things that she ever did, what was the greatest thing this person did? And I'm going to look through my book, and I'm going to talk about when she got back. So I'm going to put right here the date. I have a date. January 24th, 1774. She published a book. A book of poems. Now, if you're someone like Alexander Graham Bell, there was going to be lots of things. He did the telephone, but he did lots of other inventions. Okay, published a book of poems. And it was an instant hit. Okay, so that was the main thing that made her famous. List any interesting facts you learned about this person. She married had 3 children, and it said they died in infancy. I'm going to put in parentheses, died as babies. And she died penniless. I mean, she died without any money. Another thing I liked about her, because she liked church. So I'm gonna put that down. Actually, she said she loved church. Now it says, when did your famous person die? I don't really know the date without looking, so I'm gonna have to look in here. Okay, she died in 1784. So that's all I have to put is 1784. It doesn't get the exact date. So, boys and girls, this process will be easier for you if you know your person very well. Make sure you've read your books, you can add some details. But when you do this, you are so much more ready to write your biography. And so next, we'll write our introduction. So right now, the most important thing for you to do is to make sure that you have lots of information on your information sheet. Thank you. You can check my YouTube channel, and I will also add this to the online agenda. Have a great day. Oh my word. That didn't even record. Oh, maybe it did record.